Hello everyone, Erica, Spiritual Catalyst, here to share a very simple method, a very direct method to increase your connection with your angels, spirit guides, God team, and deepen your connection with all of life and all that is. And so, who doesn't want to be able to communicate with higher forces that have a bird's eye view of your life and that can assist you in getting very clear signs about the choices you need to make, which road you need to take, what's optimal for you, if you should do this or not do that, etc. And the simple answer is to start to pay attention to the signs that the universe is giving you, that your angels are giving you, that your passed over loved ones are trying to give you, your God team, all that. So typically when we first start waking up spiritually, we often will start to see angel numbers, and it typically begins with ones, 1 1, 1 1 1, 1 1 1 1. And then other numbers start to come in. The ones, so 1 1 1 1, 2 2 2 2, 3 3 3 3, 4 4 4 4, 5 5 5 5, and on, okay? And not everyone gets angel numbers, okay? So a big thing is this. Today, start to set the intention for yourself that you're going to be aware of the signs that the universe, your God team, your angels are trying to give you. You are going to let go of the form that they show up. Get it out of your mind how it's supposed to look. Otherwise, you'll miss it, okay? We had some discussions with people yesterday, and one woman was saying that she was getting all these signs, but they weren't the signs that she wanted. So she was dismissing them and kept saying, I'm not getting any signs. I'm not getting any signs. No. She was getting signs. And it just took a little while for her to realize what those signs were. So typically, we often do get angel numbers, and we can get a combination of these, all of these, just one of these. It's all good. The Infinite knows the most optimal way to communicate with you, and will communicate in a way that you hopefully are aware of it and you're not dismissing it. A key is when you start to put it out there that you want signs in regards to certain things in your life, you need guidance on something, clarity on something. One thing to not do is don't be looking everywhere for them. Put it out there that you want signs, and then just really casually and curiously notice what you notice. Okay? So typical signs, angel numbers, coins. You might see pennies or nickels or quarters or dimes everywhere. Feathers. Feathers are a big one. And feathers often represent that your angelics are trying to communicate with you, or passed over loved ones are trying to communicate with you, okay? Song lyrics. How many of you have woken up in the middle of the night and the second you wake up, there's one verse going over and over and over in your mind? Pay attention to that. Or notice the songs that come on when you're driving your car, because song lyrics are a big one. Hearing bells ringing. That's typically a sign from passed over loved ones, your angelic spirit guides, God team. Birds, doves, cardinals, hummingbirds. Hummingbirds are a big one. Dragonflies. And then all sorts of animals, right? So notice, like, if you're driving your car and a fox crosses your path, or you're driving down the road and you see a deer on the side of the road, or a coyote, or a bear. I live in Colorado. It's not uncommon to see bears or moose or elk. Okay, so all of these animals have a meaning. Look them up, see what they mean. And if you Google it, typically one of the first three answers will be what the sign represents for you. Okay. Did I say butterflies? Smelling certain scents. My husband's mother was a smoker, and every now and again, Barbara will make her presence known and will smell cigarette smoke. The other day I was smelling cigars. It was really weird. Like, yeah, strong cigar smell. But I've also smelled roses. My husband and I had this beautiful experience. We were in Colombia going through the Salt Cave, and Mother Mary came to us, and we were engulfed in a scent of roses that no one else could smell. Sun temperature changes, like the room seems to get really hot or really cold. Typically really cold, presence of passed over loved ones can occur. Sparkles of light that you see out of the corner of your eye, or sometimes it's been happening to me recently, directly in front of me, huge gold white orb. Or I see gold white, I see white, and I see blue a lot. Those are the main colors that I see. But yeah, those little, and you've all had those, right? Like you see this stuff out of the corner of your eye, these little orbs of light. Could be fairies, could be angels, your spirit guides, God team, beings of the one true light that are manifesting as little orbs of light. Elementals, that can be another thing that the little orbs of light represent. Flickering lights can be a sign. Sitting in, you're just sitting there and all of a sudden you get like God bumps all over your body, like these tingles, and a wave of like unconditional love or peace that comes over you. And that can definitely be when higher dimensional beings are surrounding you, the archangelics, the seraphim, which are like seated at the right hand of God. God is all that is. So when we get like engulfed in this love, in this peace. Love and peace are two primary ones, okay? What else? What other things? So animals, nature, flowers. What flowers are you noticing? Roses, dandelions, lilac, forsythias, like gardenia. Like, what is it that you're noticing? Flowers are another big one. And it's recently that flowers have started to really become a sign for me. What else can I? And then just signs, like you're driving down the road and you look at this storefront and their sign is meaningful, or someone sends you an email and there's a sentence in there that's meaningful, or you're in the grocery store and someone turns around and says something meaningful or gives you something and it's got a sign on it. Those, these are all signs. And signs are not just external, they're also internal. So pay attention to those gut feelings, pay attention to that still soft voice within your heart, and hear, your feelings are also a sign. Do not dismiss them. That's our intuition speaking from within. So signs, internal, external. So some fun ways of playing with signs, like say this is something new to you and you want to develop your connection with your angelic spirit guides, God team, the universe, and you want to like get this dialogue going. And the more you pay attention and receive the signs, the more you will keep getting signs, and the signs become clearer and clearer and more obvious and more often. Okay. So, you want to set the intention that if you're asking for a sign, like, am I supposed to take this job? Should I be dating this person? Should I move to this place? Should I make this decision? You know, etc. Put it out there to the universe that you want a sign, but not that you just want a sign. Because typically what happens is this: we get a sign and the mind dismisses it. No, I need another sign, and then another sign, and then another sign. We tend to do these silly little things. So tell the universe that you want the sign to be so clear, so in your face that you cannot doubt it, you cannot turn a blind eye to it, you cannot ignore it. It is super, super, super duper clear, okay? Another thing you can play with signs is, say you have a specific question and you can ask to see a sign and you want it to be the same sign 3 times in 24 hours. You know, your mind might be able to dismiss one sign, but it's not going to be able to dismiss 3 signs. So say you're trying to make a decision about dating someone, marrying someone, moving somewhere, changing jobs, or whatever the case may be, or making this investment, that investment, so forth and so on. You can say to the universe that you want a sign, that you want it to be so profound that you cannot ignore it. You want it to be the same sign. So say you want your sign to be butterflies or whatever. I personally don't tend to tell the universe what sign I want. I tend to let it just happen. But if you want to be specific, you can ask, I want to see blue jays 3 times in 24 hours. And then notice what you notice. And yeah, definitely put it out there about turning up the volume on the sign. Like, you want it to be so super clear. This is a big one, especially when we're first starting out on our journey and we're playing around with receiving signs from the universe. Again, the mind easily dismisses things or wants like such a huge pile of evidence. So make sure you put it out there that you want things to be super, super, super clear, in your face, cannot ignore it. And play around with this. Play around. Notice what you notice. Do not actively going to look for signs everywhere. Be more passive about it, relaxed, and let the signs come. Let the signs come. And I would really encourage you to start a sign journal. Because what I have found is that, because we can have signs that are very unique to us. There was a woman yesterday sharing that one of her signs is she will sneeze 3 times. And for so long, she didn't know what it meant. She just thought it would, like, I just sneeze 3 times. When I sneeze 3 times, whatever. And then she was guided to look at what she was thinking about right before she started to sneeze 3 times. And that, it like put everything together for her. And so that's something like that's specific to her. The universe and our angels and so forth will communicate with us in a specific way that's like unique for us. So start a journal. Notice the numbers that you're seeing. Notice the phrases that come through. Notice what people are saying to you. Notice the song lyrics. Notice the animals, notice nature. Notice the coins, the feathers. And write it down, because over time you're going to start to see a pattern. And you know, this can get a little more involved. Like recently, one of my signs has been roses and all sorts of colors of roses. Pink roses, white roses, yellow roses, red roses. And each of the roses, the colors, I found this out through keeping a journal and paying attention. Each of the roses represents a divine frequency for me. I wouldn't have probably put that together unless I was journaling about it. Doves. I see doves and blue butterflies and hummingbirds all the time. So I've put that in my journal to see, like, hummingbirds are about magic, creativity, inspiration. joy, bliss, fun, celebration. Did I say magic? The dove represents the Holy Spirit. It represents peace and tranquility and serenity and love and having that. It also represents the connection to the all that is, the creator, the infinite light. For me, so these things might mean different things to you, and you won't know unless you journal it and then you look at the pattern over time. So play around with this. If you have any questions, post in the comments below. And if you want to share, what signs have you been noticing? What are you getting? Please post that in the comments below. It would be fun to get a dialogue started and help us create some insight for each other, because, we're all in this together. We're all learning together. And so when we share, it can inspire someone else or bring clarity to what they're receiving. So that's always awesome to do for our brothers and sisters of this planet. So if you know someone that could use this, like someone that that they're in confusion or depression, or they're in doubt, that they can't seem to get clear answers about things, please share this with them, because it can really turn everything around for them. So play with this, deepen your connection with all that is, deepen your connection with your angelics, your spirit guides, your God team, and over time, really, as this synergistic communication goes back and forth, you feel more loved, you feel more supported. Life takes on this like magical and fun essence. And you really do feel led, guided, directed, and protected every step of the way. So utilize signs as a way to just deepen and ground within yourself and get clarity about what you need to do for your life to live your most highest destiny, optimal life ever. So thank you for tuning in and connecting. Until next time, all my love, and have a beautiful day.